guys, Jessica Cabesi here. Today I have special guest, my sister Alana and not Lisa.
Yup.
First name basis.
Y'all don't know me like that.
So I brought Alana here. I can't call you Alana. I can't. Doesn't sound natural.
Just call me freaking Bonzo over there. I don't even.
Why is photography so expensive?
I think before you actually became a photographer, I would have asked that question too, but now that I see how much you work, I can understand why it costs a lot of money.
So what I'm gonna have Alana do is she's gonna calculate all of the expenses that I'm listing off. So if you're just a basic photographer, you would have most of these expenses. Now I have two camera bodies. The Canon 5D Mark III, $2,500. Mark II, $1,500. Now you're probably wondering why would I have two cameras? You know, not Beyonce over here. One is a backup. Now if you buy the camera body, great. Guess what? You can't use it because you need a lens on it. Luckily for you, the lenses are even more expensive than the camera body. The first lens that I have is the 35mm, which is what I use for a lot of my weddings. That is $1,500.
Wow, that's a lot.
The 50mm that I have, $1,600.
You can get a nice car with that kind of money.
The 50mm macro lens, $300 for all the close-up shots that I do. Now, to put a flash on the camera, we're inside a freaking cave or something. The lighting is horrible. $350. We are up to $7,750, but we're not done yet. Video light for your events, let's say that's $300. You need a stand for the light. The stand is $130. If you're doing a headshot, you need a studio light. The actual light itself is $500. The beauty dish by itself costs $300. What are we at right now?
$8,980.
It's okay.
Right?
I
Let's
think
just add some more things.
Yeah, let's just add more. Extra batteries, they're $40 each. Then we're going into memory cards. Each memory card, I have a 32GB, that cost me $70. Three 16GB cards, $45 each. I have a camera bag to hold all that equipment, that's $60. That's not even like a fancy camera bag. If you wanted a hipster camera bag, if you had a beard and stuff, you can get one for like $3 million.
It'll be like Kanye West. You know how we sold that like white t-shirt?
It'll have like rips in it.
Yeah.
It'll be falling apart. You open it up and like sewer rats come out. Then we're moving on to file storage. I have two 3TB external hard drives and they were at $100 each. Then I have a 1TB, $70. A printer to print out my contracts and print out any other paperwork, it's $80. Obviously you need a computer to do all this stuff. What else are you going to use? So the MacBook Pro that I have is $2,500. The tablet that I use to retouch is $100. The video that I use to record my behind the scenes, that's another $300. Now we're going to actually get into the programs that I use to do all this stuff. Lightroom, and that's $120. Photoshop, that is $240 a year. Now, that was just the equipment part of this. How much do we have?
$13,390.
Just for the equipment. That's a lot of money, but you want us to do it for free? Now we move on to another portion, which is travel. We're constantly traveling to get to your photo shoots, we're scouting locations. The gas money that I spend just to go meet up clients, you know how I'm always meeting up clients. Going to the location and then from the location, I'm being generous by saying $900 a year. Parking fees, flat tires, you need oil changes, again, being generous, $150. Then we're moving on to the great world of the internet. So I paid $350 to register my business. A website for your photography. So it would be $240 per year. And then I use a template for my website layout, so that was $60. Now I use a gallery hosting to show my clients their pictures, and that's $98 per year. And I use Pixieset. How much is it so far?
$15,248.
I just want to cry. I just need a moment. Now let's move on to actually taking the pictures. What is time? Is time relative? So our time is things like replying to emails, meeting with clients, actually shooting. A lot of people ask me, how long does it take for me to edit a wedding? Well, let me give you an example, okay? For a standard wedding, let's say it's 10 hours minimum, which is what I do. I average about 4,500 pictures to 6,000 pictures, depending if I'm shooting with the second shooters. It's about 40 to 60 gigabytes just for one wedding. 40 to 60 gigabytes, okay? Imagine you do 4 weddings per month. Engagements, 8 hours minimum, average 1,200 pictures, 15 to 20 gigabytes. Yes, I take a lot of pictures. Again, this varies with every photographer. Senior pictures, portrait sessions, family sessions, 2.5 hours, 600 photos, 6 to 10 gigabytes. Honestly, I don't have space on my computer anymore. Every time,
Just keep buying
like
the
2 gigabytes of
external hard
space.
drives.
You know how many I have? They look
Keep
like
buying them.
they look like dinosaurs.
Just buy them in bulk.
I'm not finished. Do you think that's it? You know how much we do? Other things that we do: look through all your photos. We cull and sort through your photos. We resize for proofs. We upload to galleries. We retouch all the pictures. We do revisions, changes that you want. We order your prints. We deliver your images. If we want to rent a studio, camera cleaning every year, buying actions or presets, training yourself, going to workshops, stuff like that. Meeting with a lawyer to update contracts, filing taxes, doing paperwork, paying healthcare, paying business fees. But another thing that you can't put money on is me actually learning how to use all this equipment and using it to provide a service for you. People just think, oh, why is it $5,000 for a wedding? How long do you think it took me to learn all these techniques to be where I am today, to produce the image that I have?
That's true, yeah.
Some other things that you can't really put money on, but which you're paying for: experience, our knowledge, our creativity, us knowing how to pose you, our personality. If we're creeps, you don't want us taking your pictures. You don't want us near your children. If we're creeps,
hide your kids, hide your wife.
basically, what I'm trying to say is, if it's $300 for a portrait session, you're not paying $150 an hour. Our jobs begin after we finish taking your pictures. Insurance on your camera, advertising. We really don't go out on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Photography is the only thing that increases its value over the years, because if you think about it, the flowers, everything else, after the wedding, that's over and done with. People aren't really going to remember all of that unless you have a great photographer to capture those moments, and then when you're 60 or 70, you're going to look back at these pictures.
Like, imagine showing your grandkids.
Your
like, that
grandkids,
was
your
me.
wedding.
Also, I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you right now have a picture of someone in your wallet? Like, a picture of your family
Your
at your
grandma.
desk? Like, exactly.
And how much does it mean to you? We have to update all that equipment and everything. We have to update the software, everything. Like, my camera's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
I'm just going through, personally, like, my costs and everything, and if I'm sure I'm missing other things.
Just to give everyone an idea of why it does cost so much. So
hopefully this gives you
an idea of why photography is so expensive. Hopefully Jessica listing the costs and expenses will put into perspective all the work and time that goes into photography, as well as money.
Hopefully my hair was good in this video.
That's all you care about? Damn it.